wanted to give you a quick mini lesson on how we teach here at Social Graces and just how to become a better student. I'll also point out that even in my own dancing and physical fitness and all of that, I've noticed things that I might be missing, like let's just say posture in general, using my core better when I walk, things like that, things that I've been told by other professionals in other industries. And just the other day I was working on this and I was reminded that we have these posture straps, and I was showing some students how we can use the posture straps as a reminder to stand up, not to lean on them, but as a reminder to stand up. So every time I start to slouch, it reminds me and I put effort back into standing up. And I find this to be so curious that we can isolate one very specific thing and that can help in many other areas. For example, if I do improve my posture, my balance will get better. I will not have to practice balance to make it get better if I improve my balance. So some things improve other things. Let's say I wanted to turn, and if my balance was bad, I might know a lot about turning, but I would not be able to keep my balance while turning because I need to learn better balance. So in that way, posture can help my balance, which could also help my turns, so on and so forth. You'll notice that there's some really base elemental elements that when we teach, if we can get you to do that well, it improves a lot of things. If we can make your balance better, many things get better. That doesn't mean you're going to learn the specifics of a dance, like the rhythm of a dance, cha-cha rhythm. That's something you have to memorize because somebody made up that dance. Just like somebody made up a language and you have to learn that language. You're not born speaking language. The dances have their own languages. So aside from the stuff that makes the dances unique and stylistic and all that great stuff that makes it dance, there's techniques that are like these base techniques that allow you to just do that stuff. And when we teach, sometimes people think it's boring to work on technique, like how to keep your balance, for example, or posture for that matter, because they don't feel like they're getting anywhere. And it's hard because these things are hard to measure. It's hard to measure whether when you took that side step, if your balance got just a little bit better after practicing that for 5 minutes. You probably can't tell, but I oscillated a little bit on the second step there. Maybe I get there quickly and I can keep my balance, or maybe I get there and I oscillate a little bit, or maybe I split my weight and I can't even tell that I'm splitting my weight. I haven't even learned how to put all of my balance on a single foot. Imagine if you had the ability to understand what it means to take a step and keep your balance. I can teach you all about where to take those steps and you would keep your balance the whole time. Until something was added like turning, and now suddenly balance becomes harder because it's in a turn. So I have to go back to that original thing that I learned called balance and make it a little bit better so that now I can apply it to this harder element called turning. And as we do that over and over and over again, we keep going back to the base elements, making them better. So then they kind of permeate and make everything possible so that we can do these more advanced patterns and elements in dance. If you tried to do some fancy turn with poor posture, it would be very difficult to keep your balance. Well, it's our job as an instructor at Social Graces to recognize the piece that's missing that's going to help everything else move forward. And I encourage you to rely on our expertise. You might do something like take a step and turn and think you're missing the step, but when in reality, your balance is bad, let your instructor tell you what you're missing and help you along, and you'll learn a lot faster. Thank you so much.